Okay.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we will share the YouTube link Hello, gentlemen and ladies. We will start at exactly 11:10 to allow some more participants to join via the YouTube channels. I'm aware that we've exhausted our space on Zoom link, and the YouTube channel has been shared. So you may kindly give us some 4 more minutes to get more people in before we start. Thank you. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining in. On behalf of the Dean School of Postgraduate Studies, I'd like to welcome you to this onboarding section. It promises to be engaging and interactive. Shortly, the Dean will be making his presentation, and later we engage you in an interactive session where I will get your feedbacks, and I'll try as much as possible to answer your questions. Can you hear me now? Somebody says that they can't hear anything. Okay, please confirm that. Oh, great, great. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Gayemi, and those that confirmed the volume. Yes, like I said, we have put up this session to onboard you into our School of Postgraduate Studies and to welcome you officially and to congratulate you for securing a space on our programs. I'm aware that we have some old MSCs and PGDs in our midst. We thank you for joining in, and we just hope that you will not have some nostalgic feeling at the end of this session. But that said, we as well want to see it as an opportunity to engage you before we finally release you into joining our alumni group. Yeah. I will invite the Dean shortly to make his remarks and to make his presentation. But while I wait for him to do that, let me quickly run through the chat and be sure that I'm not missing anything.
You have to look at somebody for can join.
300 already. You leave now.
Okay. Let me let him log in through his account. Is the host. Is the host.
It's 300 marks.
He has power over his meeting.
Okay. You just go ahead. Okay.
Oh no, no space. I'm leaving just. Okay, where I've left. So you can join.
Okay, I think we are in order. Yes, some cannot join. They should please use the YouTube channel to join. I have to use a bit laptop for that. We can your presentation slide.
And
share slide in.
she presents your slide.
Sorry, we are not off. We're having some technical glitch here, which we're trying to resolve. Thank you for your patience. This should be resolved within the next 2-3 minutes, please. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience. We've been able to sort the technical glitch now. One more time, I thank you for joining in today and for honoring our invitation. We hand you over to the Dean to give his opening remarks and to make his presentation. Dean, sir.
Thank you, Subdean. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and I welcome you to this very important occasion. My remarks is going to dovetail down into my experience, and what I actually experienced is what I'm actually going to share with you shortly. And good to also note that I also passed through this program myself in this same university, in this same institution. I did my master's, I did my PhD. So I'm going to just share with you experience how you can make a success out of this journey. So once again, you are welcome. So I've titled this Our Philosophy, Vision, and Mission, and Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. We are the best. There is no doubt about that. And this is the center of excellence. We not only proclaim to be center of excellence, but we also grant and give quality education. And we focus on bridging gap between theory and practice. And in the process, we help learners develop special skills and lifelong learning as we go on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I use this to welcome us. I'm trying to bring down, this is quite different from, nice. It's okay. We'll remove, I want to remove this. It's obscuring in the top here. Can we bring it down?
What you done?
Maybe that's the default. The bar is obscuring. Yes. So we are not used to. It's a lot different from MacBook here. Down completely. Can it go down completely? I don't need it. Yeah, that's it. No, this one. Okay, let's remind. So our vision is to be the best graduate school in Africa and by extrapolation in the world, and lead the university to achieve excellence in staff, research, consultancy, academic content, and graduates through cutting-edge research and employing up-to-date data acquisition, information, and also knowledge delivery as well. Our mission is to provide advanced courses of instruction and other facilities in the pursuit of high-quality postgraduate programs throughout the university to all persons, irrespective of your race, of your creed, of your sex, and of your political conviction. So it is immaterial who you are, it is immaterial your background. Our mission is for everyone. Next is our symbol. Our symbol is unique. Our logo is unique. This has just been approved. Okay, and it is important for you to note this, that the incoming arrow of the S and the exiting arrow on the S on your right But let's look at the first S first. It is deliberate that the incoming arrow goes into the S and then eventually joins the P. But it is important to also mention here that this SPGS here symbolizes a factory. It symbolizes a maze. And what I mean by that is that if you have never passed through this maze, it becomes extremely difficult and tortuous and can be frustrating navigating your way. Let me give you an example. If a student accidentally goes through the upper part of the P, he or she eventually ends in a cul-de-sac. It ends in a lacuna. It ends in a sack. So that that person needs a navigator. He needs a guide. He or she needs a mentor. He or she needs a supervisor that will bring him or her out of that cul-de-sac and eventually help him or her to navigate. It also comes in the journey of postgraduate education. It's never a straight line. You can come across a T-junction. Do you go to the right? Do you take to the left? You may not know. So it means that you need a mentor. You need a supervisor to literally take you out, from that T-junction to ensure that you don't go into another cul-de-sac that may end up frustrating you and getting you terminated from this program. So he or she takes you up and eventually exiting out of the S. So the School of Postgraduate Studies is a factory, it's a maze that you need somebody to guide you. And that is why we are here. The three lines underneath the SPPS are deliberate. For example, the green line signifies the lowest part of entry point, that's the PGD levels, and then the master's level. And then lastly, the thickest line there is the doctoral levels. And all these three are actually cemented and anastomosed to the SPGS by transparency, by integrity, by accountability. And those are the things symbolized by the white background that you are seeing. Student experience is not just what we proclaim. It is at the very heart of what we do. It is the foundation. It is the cement that glues us to our whatever we are doing here. So it is not just because we are saying it, but it's the foundation, it's the heart of everything that we are going to be doing, that we have done, and that we are currently doing, and that we are still going to be doing in the nearest future. So all what we are after here is that you, everyone out here on this call, at this meeting here today, at this onboarding, have excellent student experience, and so you shall have. We have a contract, ladies and gentlemen. There is a contract between all of you here and the School of Postgraduate Studies. There is a contract between you and your supervisor. There is a contract between you and the dean. There is a contract between you and the subdean. There is a contract between you and every staff of the School of Postgraduate Studies. And by extension, there is a contract between you and the University of Lagos as a whole. And those are the things I'm going to be mentioning as time goes on here. So let's look at, many of you may know that we have a code of ethics and professional conduct. So I will quickly run through them, which is largely what I also went through. And also, then I will end up by giving you some tips on how to make a success out of this journey that we have just started. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you have started this journey for a while and you never had this opportunity. My people say that the day a man wakes up, that is his morning. So you have not lost much. Don't let me say you have not lost at all. You have not missed much. So number one, both staff and students of School of Postgraduate Study and by extension of the University of Lagos shall observe and abide by this code of ethics and conduct. Okay, and herein prescribed for the good management of School of Postgraduate Study. So why are we having all this? Basically, it's for you, number one, for you to have excellent, good experience. And number two, for effective and efficient management of the School of Postgraduate Studies. Integrity is number one. No one shall do or express anything, whether by act of omission or commission, to undermine the integrity of the School postgraduate studies at all times. Integrity is all. Once you have lost integrity, you have lost everything in this world. Never trade integrity for the whole world. It is our duty and responsibility to treat all with dignity, with respect, and to handle all the business and transactions that we are ever involved in this world with integrity and honesty. And we must show up at all times. We must be punctual at all times. We must treat the universities of Lagos resources and equipment because we are held in trust of these resources and equipment. And so we must take care to ensure that we handle them appropriately. Ladies and gentlemen, an academic staff or non-teaching staff shall not compel any of our students by whatever means to subscribe to any materials or books authored by anybody, not even by him or her, okay? Purchase of books and materials shall be at the discretion of every individual student, okay? And this is really very important to us. Students shall be free to purchase their learning materials wherever and whenever they so desire. And by God's grace, I've authored several books and they are all available in the bookshop, okay? Nobody shall coerce you to actually buy any books. And by the way, sales of handouts are forbidden in our University of Lagos School of Postgraduate Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, and on lectures and meetings, an academic staff shall deliver his or her lectures at scheduled times. We are not at liberty to delegate somebody else. I'm not at liberty to delegate somebody else to go and take my classes, either in the classroom or in the lab, either virtually or otherwise. Lecturers shall be in the class, and we are enjoined that we obey the rule of punctuality. We are, in fact, as a matter of fact, we are supposed to be in the classroom before the scheduled lecture. Attendance and punctuality at every lecture, we are going to be monitoring, and we are going to use all methods to monitor this. Timely attendance and scheduled duration of meetings are all very important. Please, this also apply to our students, apply to staff as well, either teaching or non-teaching staff. So lecturers must adhere strictly to the official calendar, to the official timetable approved by the Senate of this university. Contents of lectures so delivered and research output must meet global standard. So we are not going to be, we don't intend to produce, and we have never produced graduates that are just local, okay? We are producing graduates that are sellable all over the world. So we are producing for the universe, not just for University of Lagos, and not just for Nigeria, not just for Africa. So we go by global best standard, global best practices. So only lecturers have said that are officially assigned will be taking lectures. We cannot. Transfer of knowledge is important both for the teachers and for the students. So we must always strive to update our knowledge at all times. Avoid derogation. We should avoid derogation. We should avoid derogatory remarks. A student shall not conduct him or herself in relation to others in such a manner that derogates or condescends from his or her status as a student of our grade school. Specifically, for example, just one out of so many examples, sexual harassment is absolutely forbidden in our institution. Examination. No student shall put pressure on any staff to commit an illegal act. And specifically this time around, an academic staff or non-academic staff shall not by any act or omission or willfully or negligently allow students to have pre-knowledge of any examination question before the date and time set for the examination. On no account should an academic staff or non-academic staff award or alter marks, either for the pursuance of anything, or even to punish students, that is illegal, and that must not be had in our domain. Gratification, very important now. An academic staff or non-academic shall not demand from students any gratification of any form, whether in cash or kind, including sexual gratification, in the discharge of his or her lawful duties. There shall be no solicitation, and there is no exemption to this. There shall be no solicitation of gift or acceptance of gift of any kind from students. Open declaration of unsolicited gift is our principle. For example, if your organization is having customized souvenirs, it must be declared by the staff you are giving. Conscientious staff. Staff must always be conscientious of all duties and responsibilities. We are enjoined not to use class time to engage in communications of a personal nature with others. Similarly, students shall not engage in such activity. Use of phones. There is zero tolerance on receiving and making of calls during classroom activities, either by facilitator or by the student's place. Equal opportunity. There shall be no discrimination against any one of you, either on the basis of race or the basis of ethnicity, or on the basis of religion, or on the basis of age, or on the basis of gender. No discrimination for it. Our university, our School of Postgraduate Studies is an inclusive institution. Nobody is given, everyone is welcome. Listen, let us ensure that we dress appropriately. The way you dress is the way you are going to be addressed. Inappropriate dressing is forbidden at the University of Lagos School of Postgraduate Studies. Result, we will ensure on our part that every result is turned in at the end of every semester. And we therefore use this opportunity to enjoin all of you, appeal that you make sure that you participate in all the programs, so that this will not lead you to any issue of time lapse withdrawal or termination. That we beg of you to ensure that every activity is participated in by you. Thank you. Assessment of facilitators. We as teachers, we are going to be examining you at the end of every semester and in between semester and conduct assessment. However, you also have equal opportunity to assess us. And that is where this comes in. So at the end of every semester, there will be a virtual, anonymous assessment, evaluation of the teachers, of the programs, of the School of Postgraduate Studies. So you have that opportunity. And at the end of the program completion as well, you are going to do assessment of the whole program. And this is important for our growth. It is important as alumni. It is our responsibility that we do it judiciously. We do it appropriately. Study, please, I will enjoin all of us, study the prospectus. Study the prospectus. Number 3, study the prospectus. The subdean will emphasize more on this. It is good, your guide in this journey that you have just started, and it will guide you appropriately. Please, let's pay attention to our health. Pay attention to your health, especially your mental health. The data before us is alarming, is staggering, and therefore you need to pay attention to your health, not only to your own personal health, but to the health of your friends, of your colleagues, of your peers, of your mates. It will guide you a lot. Commitment and motivation. A strong commitment to your academic and professional goal is very, very important on this journey. Time management skills is very important. You need to begin to, at this level, you should have Eisenhower priority matrix. You should have it. Where you spend your most of the time is very important to your success. As a matter of fact, where you spend your time most is a predictor of the level and the momentum and the quantum of your success. And in this regard, we are also going to have what we have called the Doctoral Academy, where all these are going to be elaborated more. Effective communication. At your level, you should have good knowledge of effective communication. If you have done very good research work on your bench, you must know how to communicate it to the outside world. And at your level, not just that, in terms of management, because once you are at postgraduate level, it means you are part of the managerial level. So it is important that you learn effective communication method. And all these as well are going to be part of what we are going to take you through in the Doctoral Academy. By the way, this is just one of these series of communication net outlet that is going to that we are going to be engaged in. It's not going to be something we have started, we are going to stop. It's going to be periodic, it's going to be deliberate, it's going to be intentional. We have just started, and it's going to be a continuum. Adaptability and resilience. If there is one thing you need mostly on this journey, it is resilience. You need to learn to cope with setback. Learn to know that failure is not the end, but a means. So when you fail, you have not actually failed. You have only learned one way of not doing certain things. So there is no failure in our dictionary. You be well informed that on this journey, there will be setback. Be well informed on this journey, there will be valleys. But be rest assured that even when you fall 1,000 times, you stand up 1,000 times, and that is resilience. Collaboration and networking. You cannot go on this journey without collaboration. You need to collaborate. This word is about collaboration. It's about networking. So you need to collaborate with your peers, with the faculty, with professional colleagues, and even with colleagues outside the university system. Self-discipline and independence they are also very important. They are germane to your success on this journey that you have started. Curiosity and open-mindedness. For you to progress, you must show humility. Humility is highly associated with open-mindedness. It means that you are receptive to other people's opinion. You are receptive to learning. You are receptive to exploring new ideas. You are receptive to challenging assumptions. Yes, at this level, you must be able to challenge assumptions, and that's what innovation is all about. Ethical conduct, a strong commitment to academic integrity and ethical research practice are very important. You must be emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is now rated to be more important than the head knowledge that we've always been talking about. You need to control your emotions. You need to predict your emotions. You need to predict other people's emotions. You need to be able to control other people's emotions. That is what we mean by emotional intelligence. And you must be socially intelligent as well. Responsible decision. At this level of your training, at this level, you must be able to take decision responsibly. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this should be considered exceptionally important, please. Lastly, extracurricular activities. Studies have shown over and over that students that take part in sporting activity, in recreational activity, such as singing, such as dancing, such as meditation, they often excel more than those who do not. So there's no gainsaying. You can never overemphasize this. And please take note of your immediate environment, please. It is very important. You should know, for example, who is your neighbor. You should know, for example, where the health center is. You should know, for example, where the fire services is. You should know where the water resources is. You should know everything about your environment. And thank God for Google Maps. You can actually Google even University of Lagos, every part of the University of Lagos. Even when you don't even know the SPGS building, Google should take you to our office. Thank you. Alumni engagement, I've started already. So we are not starting our own alumni engagement after you have graduated. We are going to be monitoring you. We are going to be following you. We are going to be sending messages to you. We want feedback from you so that we can. And lastly, we are also going to be engaging with you so that you yourself can plow back into a system that have produced you this way. And a system that you do not even want to collapse after you have left. So it is important that we continue to have this engagement. We're going to have this interaction. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you once again. But please, before I go, ensure that you have a mentor. Make sure you have a guide. Make sure you have a coach. Make sure you have a supervisor. Make sure you have an accountable friend. What sometimes I call accountability partner. Somebody that you are accountable to. You must also have an intelligent advisor. A single person can naturally play this role. But however, it's more beneficial if you have 2 or 3 other people playing different roles in your life. You can no longer do this journey alone. And thank God, naturally and technically, you are going to have a supervisor. Your supervisor can actually play all this role, but you can have other in this role. So, ladies and gentlemen, some people say they run an open door policy. In the School of Postgraduate Study of the University of Lagos, the University of First Choice and the Nation's Pride, we have no door. So we run a no door policy. Feel free to come in anytime. Feel free to call anytime. Feel free to contact anytime. You have somebody who will be able to answer to your call. So finally, humanity is so important, it's so critical. Humanity is before everything in this world. Whatever we do, humanity comes first. We are first of all human before any other thing, even before any rule. However, the golden rule, do unto others as you have loved them to have done to you, and never us oppose a good cause in this world. Our conscience is so important. Our conscience is so critical. The greatest policeman God has created in all of us is our conscience. So therefore, let conscience guide our truth. Let us follow truth. Let us follow the pursuance of happiness of not only ourselves, but others around us. Meaning that let no one leave you worse off in life. Let everyone that you come across in this world, whether it's a senior colleague, a junior colleague, let's sort live a happier and better human being in this world. So, ladies and gentlemen, in all things, ladies and gentlemen, be grateful to your Creator. Be thankful for life. Be cheerful at all times. There will be up and down. There will always be valley. You can't remove that from life. The journey of a life, the journey that you have not started, it's not going to be a straight line. If I tell you it's going to be a straight line, you'll be telling your lies. I went through it. There were valleys, but we thank God. Each time I fell, I stood up, becoming better. When you leave the valley, you always come up to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the mirror every day. When you smile to yourself, it's not every time you have to be frowning. Enjoy clapping, enjoy dancing, okay? Enjoy doing good things. Enjoy the world. You come to this world only but once. Life, you see, the journey of a life, at every stop, enjoy it. Do not wait until you have your master's, you have your PGD, you have your PAD to enjoy it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching, and wishing you all the very best in this journey that you have just started. You have started well. You will disembark very well. God bless you all. Looking forward to physically seeing you at the School of Postgraduate Study. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, my dean, for that electric presentation. Yes, we would engage you in the question and answer session shortly. But before we do that, please permit me to share a few things regarding our processes and the regulations. Well, let me start from accommodation, which I know many of you would be interested in. That we have limited spaces, like I've shared with you on the Telegram platform. We have limited spaces for our accommodation, and I've invited you to apply if you have not done that. If you have not submitted your hard copies, and I've started to attend to those that sent email. But again, I observed that many of you, or some of you who applied through a letter to the dean, still went online and sent mail. You stressing us by doing that, because the time we have spent attending to your physical application already, we still spend the same trying to do the same thing through your application through email. So if you have applied physically, please don't send us email again. And if you have applied without registering for 23-24, please, you will need to do that before we can assign a room for you. Without registering for the session, we will not be able to allot a room for you. I think I've said that, and I'm clear about that. It's important to mention as well that the allotment of this accommodation is on first come, first served basis. Let me address the issue of matric numbers. Those of you that did your first degree here, or your PGD or something, and while you were doing your registration, you didn't see it on the user interface, a place where you were supposed to put your matric number, your old matric number, so that you could retain them. We would encourage you to please reach out to us so that we can match your old matric number. We can return you to your old matric number. By rules and regulation of the university, you are supposed to matriculate but once. So if you now have a new matric number and you were once a student here, you have an old matric number, please let us know so that will not form some problems for you in the future, so that we can return you to your old matric number. Still on matriculation, those of you who did your undergraduate somewhere else and you are now with us, the date of matriculation will be announced later and you have to be matriculated. Of course, you will have to rent gowns and all of that. Those details will be communicated later. Let me talk about registration. If you're having registration problems after you have paid your fees or the fees that you need to pay, please reach out to us. You could send an email to me, or you send an email to the ICT SPGS. Chiefly, you can send the mail to ictspgs@unilag.edu.ng. You can copy me, something spgs@unilag.edu.ng. Let me talk about leave of absence and deferment. It's important that I let you know that these are not done retroactively, meaning that if you have scorned from studies, you can't come back later and say you want to apply for leave of absence or deferment when that session or that semester is already over. You can't apply for this when you've already taken an exam for a particular semester. Of course, leave of absence can be applied for if your program is more than one session, such that after the first session, you can now apply for leave of absence. But many of you, your program is a session, so deferment is probably what is applicable to you. What it means is that when you have finished your registration, if anything happens, maybe by reason of health or anything could happen, and you want to take some time off to return later to your program, you have to defer. But if you fail to do this and you go away, you now come back later and say, and when your studentship has been terminated, it may become more difficult. More importantly, now that the issue of TLW is not, the management is not disposed to TLW. That is the truth. Even though we're trying hard to see how we could make case for some of you, most especially those that are old MSCs. But the management is not willing, as it were, to welcome TLW. Now, for those of you that are just And if by reason of health, for example, you've gone more than 6 months, more than 6 weeks into the semester, or you have done exam and you are not able to finish the semester, quickly go get medical report from the health center and make your application accordingly. But ideally, if you have to defer a semester, you do that within the first 6 weeks of resumption and of registration. Now, I'd like to take your questions and answers and your feedbacks. Few hands are up already. I think I should take those hands that are up before I scroll through the charts to answer your questions and your answer and your comments, to respond to your comments. Adebowale Olu. Okay. So let's unmute Adebowale. Adebowale Oluyoye.
Oluyoye,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're unmuted. You can ask
Okay,
your question.
good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Or you want to make your comment?
Thank you very much. Yeah, can you hear me, sir? Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good morning to you, sir. Thanks so much for
morning.
the time, and thanks indeed to you and to the Dean for the very inspiring presentation that we got. It actually
Thank
shows
you.
that we're going to have an exciting journey along this program. However, I wish to just bring to your attention a challenge that myself and I think a few other persons on this call may have. It's in the area of screening. I've undergone the screening process. However, when I presented my letter of exclusion, which I duly obtained from my previous school, I was told that a letter of exclusion from NYSC with a NYSC letterhead. They said that the letter of exclusion is not tenable in Unilag, that I needed to get a certificate of exclusion. Now, yes, so with that I went all over. I contacted my previous school. I've even contacted the NYSC Abuja just in the bid to get a certificate. But I have been advised that there is no such thing that will be issued. That the letter of exclusion is the only letter that is the only document which carries the weight of a certificate which can be issued to me. And I have, like I said, I've contacted Abuja. The outcome is exactly the same as what I got from my school, my previous school in Port Harcourt.
Mr. Adebowale, because of our time, your point is made.
Yes.
I would invite you to let's have a chat next week. Next week Wednesday, so that I can take this case because I do know that there's exemption certificate, but why letter of exclusion, that we can look into and see, and we treat your case based on its merits. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Benjamin Okoye, please.
Yeah, hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Benjamin Okoye, speak and I can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon. I want to first start by saying thank you to the Dean. Thank you, moderator, for all you've done. My question is about the school fees. We know that the economy now is very good and it's smiling at us. But my question is, when will the school fees payment be elapsing? Because
why what?
The school fees payment. What's the deadline for the school fees payment? Yeah, that's my question.
Yeah, deadline for school fee payment is it's tied to registration, and I think by calendar now registration should have it should be in late registration, but because we had a lag in the admission process, so I think the registration window is still open. Hopefully till second week or thereabout in January. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Tracy Onome, you may want to ask your questions, please. Tracy Onome,
Yes,
go ahead, please.
Okay, I am in my third semester in the Faculty of Management Sciences. Up till now, I haven't even seen my first semester result.
Your first semester result?
Yes, we haven't seen it.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Onome. One of the things I think the dean mentioned while he was making his presentation was our effort, or is our effort, if you like, on ensuring that results are processed and on time. Yes, we are aware of some of the challenges and some of the difficulties that some of our students have faced in the past from some department, and we are engaging seriously, I must confess to you, to ensure that such will not continue. And one of the decisions we have made, which we would implement to the letter, and we have presented that before the Senate of this university, is to ensure that results are now processed at the end of every semester. So your experience will soon be a thing of the past. I mean, it will no longer repeat itself, that students will finish their exams after 2 weeks or 3 weeks in a semester when the exam is taken, or after a month or 2 months, or after another semester or after another session, results are not processed. That we will not allow to continue. So
okay, secondly, okay, I have another question.
Go ahead.
I think a whole lot of my classmates, we have issues with the third semester school fees. First of all, most of us have different amounts to pay. Some have 87, some have 90 something, some have 160. So this disparity in the amount, I think a whole lot of us, we've decided not to pay until it is resolved. But then I don't think we've had feedback from the postgraduate school up until now on the amount that we should pay, and resolving it from our platform in the entirety.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much, Tracy. Yeah, I am aware that some programs, we have some difference in fees for various programs. But if you're talking about a particular cohort of same program, that is strange to me. But I will liaise with...
It's the same program.
It's the same program?
Yes, all of us in our classes, yes.
Oh, okay, that is strange. That is strange. Is it 21, 22, or which session are we talking about here, or 23, 24?
I think we were merged. We have 22, 23 session, and we still have 21, 22 session. So
what is your entry session, please? Your entry session.
My own entry session is 22, 23.
22, 23, thank you.
Yeah.
We will look into this and we'll revert shortly, okay? But you have my email. You have my email address and that of the ICT, so that you could kindly send us an email so that we will log this in and we'll get it resolved as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it up, Tracy.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, Oba.
Good morning, Subdean, sir. Many thanks
Morning.
for this insightful presentation. Okay, my question goes like this. For those of us that paid part-time school fees, are we allowed to write examination? Are we allowed to write examination without completing the school fees?
I think you are supposed to complete the school fees before you write exam. Second semester, yeah. For the first semester, you can, but you will have to complete your fees before you could write the second semester.
Okay,
Thank you. Then Bamidele Tijani, go ahead, please.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. My question is about the part-time and full-time lectures. So far, we've been mixed together for lectures, and for those of us that apply for part-time, it's not really convenient having the same timetable as the full-time. Can something be done about that?
Wow. Bamidele, which program is this? It is unacceptable to merge part-time and full-time together. it is not acceptable. But if you just oblige me, which program is that?
That's education, science education.
Science education.
Yeah.
Which program in science edu? I think they have multiple programs.
We have different programs that we have different.
But all of you in part-time have been merged with full-time.
Yes, we have been receiving lectures together so far.
That is not acceptable. I will talk to the PG coordinator and that should be rectified. Thank you very much for bringing this. Oh. Matthew Patience.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
And thank you for this platform. It's really very, very helpful. So please, I want to find out. I applied after my first degree. I did a change of name and I applied with.
Hello.
The name.
Hello. We lost her. Ebe Owoicho.
Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Abel.
Okay. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for the good work that is ongoing, especially in the areas of infrastructure around the SPG school. Sincerely, the efforts you guys are putting on to reposition Unilag SPGS, some of us, we are seeing it, the whole world is seeing it, and it's really appreciated. God will strengthen you guys in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you. My question is this. I had my MSc, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering at University of Lagos. I had an old matric number, and I am currently running an MBA program. Although I clicked to retain the old matric number, but a new matric number was issued me, and which I am currently running with, submitting assignments with, taking assignments with the new matric number. But from your comment, you said we should make all efforts to get the matric number harmonized with the old one so that it doesn't cause issues in the future. What if I, prefer to keep the new matric number since I am already running with it?
You can't.
And what
you can't. You can't. You can't. Let me just respond quickly because of our time. You can't. By law, by the rules of the university, you can only matriculate but once. You cannot keep two matric number. You cannot take the new one. It's the old one that you must write us that we retain for you. The reason being that all your records are linked to your matric number.
Okay, sir.
Did you get that?
I get that. Thank you for that.
Write to us as soon as possible so that we can match your matric number for you.
Using the email you just shared with us, right?
Yes, that is fine. Or if you prefer hard copy, it's fine. But if you use that email, we are just fine.
Okay. I'll send it. Thank you.
Oriade Adetola.
Sir, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm very grateful for giving me the opportunities. Well, I don't want to waste time, as you have said, because of time. My question is also on school fees. And I heard when you respond to the comment of Tracy. But, sir, I want to add, some of us that have the same course also, that we are given different school fees to be paid, as she has spoken also. And maybe if some of us are paid, what will happen to the rest of us? Because we're having different
Thank you very much. Once we rectify it, if you have overpaid, you will have to apply for a refund. If you have underpaid, then the balance will be on your quota for you. Will be populated on your quota for you to to defray it. Okay, so we have agreed. We understand clearly that there were some technical issues in the population of the bills. Okay, so that is the way it's done, sir. Thank you very much. Ikena.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Chiawa. Ikena.
Thank you so much, sir. I've been trying to unmute myself. Thank you so much for this.
It's okay. You are live and direct. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. I heard when you responded or threw more light concerning the accommodation, but personally, I am in the Department of Community Health and Primary Care. So this 2023-2024 session has already started. I felt it was a bit impromptu because we were expecting like school to start by January, but we've already started this year. And we started around the first week of December. So it has not been easy concerning accommodation because I came from Asaba. So I wanted to know, like, around what time should we be expecting maybe a response? I've actually applied, but like around what time?
When did you apply? Did you apply through email or through hard copies?
I sent hard copies. I came to the department. I came to the School of Postgraduate Studies to submit.
When was that?
That was on Monday.
This Monday, I should have treated it. All the hard copies that came to PG School before yesterday, I've treated. So check your portal.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Log into your portal. Have you registered? Have you registered before you applied?
I paid my school fees. I've registered my courses. I've got a matric number.
Okay, so check your portal. I must have treated your case.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
And if you still have issue, you can send me an email, okay? Bukola Harrison.
All right, sir.
Go ahead. No, we don't have accommodation for part-time students. Yeah, somebody was asking if there is accommodation for part-time students. The answer is no. Only full-time are catered for. Bukola Harrison, go ahead, please.
My question was.
Hello, your volume is poor, Bukola. I can't hear you.
My question is in respect of the school fees.
Okay.
For the 2022 session, and I don't know the amount I'm expected to pay as my school fees. I'm an MBA student in year 2. So, sir, I just want to know what exactly.
Check your portal, your bill. You have to pay for 23-24 now. We are on 23-24 session.
So I didn't get that, sir.
Hello? You have to pay for 23-24 session. We are in 23-24 session, Bukola.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah,
how do I get to know the exact fee I'm to pay, sir?
It's there on your portal. Go to your portal and generate your bill and your payment advice. Just log into your portal, your student portal.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
All the best. Caleb Oyerinde, go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you clearly.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Subdean. We appreciate the time the Dean had with us, and we hope to have a good time together as he promised. My own concern is about the payment of school fees. I'm among the new intakes for the MBA program 23-24. So last week we attempted to make the payment, but the thing succeeded and the payment was reversed sometimes later. So we became cautious about that. And now that you said the registration has entered the late phase, has it entered?
No, it has not entered late phase. I did say that, sir. You have not entered late phase. Registration is still ongoing, so you'll still be fine. I think there may have been some network issues during that time that you were trying to pay. So you can as well try again now. You are still in order. Thank you.
It's all right. It's okay.
Thank you. Bolahon, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for today's presentation. I have a few questions here.
Go ahead.
I want to ask department they've started. I'm in industrial relations and personal management, and we have not kicked off yet. One some myself, then the second week of late. So I want to ask that I hope that will not affect
It will,
Yes,
and I'm just going to engage your PG coordinator to explain why they have not started lecture. Thank you for letting us know, Bolahan.
Okay, thank you for this. Secondly, about the our lecture time is 6 to 8. Though we have been having a conversation on our platform on whether to have maybe more physical, because this online, there are a lot of problems, network problems. Yeah. It's good, it's fast, but at the same time, too, when it starts having issues, you will not really enjoy
Technical
yourself.
network, yeah. I understand you're at liberty to engage the PG coordinator and decide what is best for you. Okay?
But when I was in school, if I traveled, I was told that the choice of whether virtual or physical is not within the purview of the students. Like the lecturer that determines what and when.
Excuse me, whoever told you that, please write officially and make your case, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, please do. Write officially to the dean and make your case. If they are not cooperating, we take it up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, sir.
Anthony Anegbe.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
We're
afternoon.
very happy for such program you guys have organized for us. We're very happy about it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I really enjoy what the presentation made by the team. I pray that God should grant you more strength to do this maybe occasionally.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My question is about the fee. I'm a PGD student, and when we started in 2022, 2023, we paid the full fee for the 3-semester program. It was just to register for the 2023-2024 to generate the obligation which we are supposed to pay for the 2023-2024 section.
Anthony, because of our time,
yes, sir.
Let me quickly make the correction and put things straight. There's no way you could have paid for the 3-semester ones. You paid for a session. You pay sessionally, okay? So in Unilag, we pay per session, all right? So
but when we noticed that the fee was increased, that's the main concern.
Yes, there is general increment to fees this session, part-time in particular. I think about 3.3% increment, apart from MBA and one other one piece about 50%. And that is only for part-time. Full-time, of course, I know that PGD, they are usually part-time. Full-time is still the same old fee, apart from obligatory, okay? Thank you very much.
Again, sir, sorry, sir. When are we likely to convocate? Because I was thinking that we'll join the January.
Are you not just doing your 3rd semester, you said?
We are, but just project.
Yes, I think I forgot to mention that convocation ideally is usually in January every year. So whether 2025 January, that is the probable date if you are given to wanting to celebrate and all of that. But the good news is the date you finish your exams and the results are presented to us in PG school and we take it to Senate. The date the Senate takes decision on your result, that is the date you get your degree, okay? So if you want to come and celebrate, you can come January 2025. But you can have your degree immediately you are done and your results are processed to Senate. Thank you.
Very good.
Frederick, please go ahead. Asuna Wine, Frederick, yeah?
All right. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to be here. I have a question. Are we entitled to have student IDs? And if we are entitled to,
yes, you're entitled to student ID, and I think MSc they are entitled to student email as well, and student email. So once you finish your registration, I think the ID card will be processed and your student ID card as well. Yeah, thank you.
So how soon can we have that?
Have you finished your registration?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Edward Akman, go ahead, please. Edward Akman, unmute yourself and go ahead. We lost him. Oladapo Dada. Oladapo Dada, go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for the presentation. We're grateful for that. I'm a full-time student of 2022 and 2023 sets. I want to ask about our results because as of now, we did our first semester July and then we finished our exams, second semester exams October, and then even to now we've already seen our.
Which program is that, please?
This is psychology foundations, educational
You
foundations.
say what?
Educational foundations, sir.
You say what?
Educational psychology, sir.
Educational psychology.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that up right away with the PG coordinator.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you for bringing this forward. Fred Shaka Brahma.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Go ahead. All right.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Fred, go ahead. Okay, I just said go ahead now.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
I just said go ahead. I'm with you. You've muted yourself, I just said. Okay, Mabel Egbe, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I am 2023/2024 set. Now, I noticed that after making payment for my obligatory fee, then I paid half of my school fees. Now, by the time I will check on my student portal, I discovered that additional 16,000 naira was added to the leftover school fees. I was thinking it will only be the apps. What's responsible for that? There was an addition of
charges. Is the charges for part payment?
16,000 naira. Interest.
Yeah, interest for part payment. Yeah.
Okay, if it were to be full payment, I won't have been charged.
No. If you are paying fully, you won't be charged.
Oh wow, I was not aware.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ikena Chiawa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm with you,
Right.
Ikena.
Okay, so I went to my portal as you directed to check for the accommodation, and I saw that I have actually been given a space. But then the time that I was given has expired. It's supposed to be like 10:12 a.m. like today, but I didn't get any notification for the accommodation. I didn't know the time to expect it or something. So I'm thinking,
go ahead and still make your payment. Go ahead and still make your payment. I think you can still make your payment. I think the accommodation is still valid. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
For 4 days, right? After 4 days, it should still be valid, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead and make your payment and claim your accommodation. Okoro Grace. Okoro Grace. Give me a bigger space for the YouTube. I can't be reading this tiny thing now. I can't. Thank you. Okay, let me take some. How much is accommodation fee? I think accommodation fee depends on the hostel. We have 400 for best space in Erica, 140 for best space in Erastus, but you are not eligible for Erastus. Erastus is purely for PhDs. We have 200,000 for best space 4-man room in Shoda Day and 250 for 2-man room in Shoda Day as well. You are trying to reach Adewale, you're trying to reach some staff, but no response yet. Staff of which department? Is it your department or SPGS? Okay, you are finding it difficult to pay to register after for year 2. Those of you returning students, first 2024. Mr. Saudi, please take note, troubleshoot, and be sure that which program is that? Mosi Solution. Which program is that? Okay, Moses Olusegun, kindly send us email, ICTSPGS. Let me type it on the YouTube. Okay, it's on the chat already. ICTSPGS at Unilag. Reshare it again. It's on the Telegram already. Okay, it's on the Telegram. You can reshare it again and again, please. Those of you that applied for accommodation yesterday, well, I may be able to get to it before the day runs out, and if not, hopefully by next week, I will allot your accommodation, your hotels, your spaces, I mean. Utility fees of 15,000 is paid by everybody, all students, because you are using light when you come to school. No. Yeah. I think hostel will still pay, isn't it? Yeah, they pay for hostel, yeah. Of course, Adejo, if you have not paid your school fees, you can't register. You won't be able to register. Yeah. Yeah, so Kamchuku, you apply to change from chemical engineering to this. I thought I have actioned your request. You need to pay service charge. You visit SPGS to pay that. I think it's 5,000 naira for change of program. But I've actioned it. I think they should reach out to you very soon. Yes, Adekunle Okiki, lectures should have started for 23-24 around November 16, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm aware some have not started. But please ensure that you liaise with your PG coordinator and start your lecture as soon as possible. And if you're having problems, please communicate with us. Those of you that applied for accommodation, Erica, and you were offered Shoda Day, you can't apply for reallocation because there are limited spaces. So if you have been given Shoda Day and you are not happy, you can reject it. But we will not allot another one for you for now. We treat your request based on the available spaces, okay? Those of you on YouTube, you can ask questions. You type it in the chat. That is what I'm attending to now. Allocation of accommodation we end when spaces are exhausted. You can ask your question on YouTube by typing on the chat box. And make sure you check your portal always. Those of you that have applied for accommodation, check your portals always, just like the gentleman who just realized that he's been offered accommodation long before now. Well, Anifowoshe, I am afraid 2016-17 TLW, you may not, your luck may have run out of you, I'm afraid. I told you the management is not willing to entertain TLW, but if you apply, we will still process. But how soon that will be taken depends on how soon you apply and some other factors, really. We will expedite action on your ID cards and ensure that they are given you as soon as possible. We apologize, Benga Francis, for the delay. Accommodation fee is not part of obligatory fee, please. Those departments yet to begin classes, please bring to our attention so that we can engage the PG coordinators accordingly. Thank you very much. And back to Zoom now. Okoro Grace, please speak on.
Okay, good morning, sir. Thank you very much for this outing, this meeting. I am 2021-22 set. I'm in educational foundation. I just joined now. I couldn't join this platform. I want to find out. I don't know our page right now. We have not seen our.
You've not seen what? I guess it's results. Edu Foundation 21-22. Okay, I'll take that up with the PG coordinator. Abi, are you noting some of these things for me as well? Blessed Orinami. Go ahead, please. Okay, it appears we lost him or her. Successful Joy. Go ahead. Successful Joy, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Joy.
Okay, so after payment of school fees, so I registered courses. The courses were automatically registered. So we had on our course form there is Edu 801. So the lecturer involved said we are not meant to do it. So how are we to delete it from our portal?
Edu 801, and the lecturer said you're not meant to do it.
Yes,
go edit your
yes,
course form.
research
Go and edit
method
your course
in
form.
education.
Go
A
and edit
one-unit
your
course.
Go and edit your course form. You can see edit your course form. You are still within registration window, okay? Tunde, go ahead and ask your question. Tunde, ask your question.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So my question is concerning the payment, because I'm a new intake for 2023-2024 masters. So the payment for the tuition fee, the obligatory fee, and the utility fee, does it cover for the whole 3 semesters? What I mean is that, are we going to make any payment again for the second semester and third semester, or this payment now covers for
you will pay for third semester. We register per session, and if you're having 3 semesters, you will pay half in the third session. Thank you. Let me take some from the charts. We have about 140 something charts.
Sorry, sir. When you said pay half, because it's full time, so I paid for the full tuition fee.
Tunde, we pay per session, okay? And during the third semester, you're going to pay half of a session fee, since your program is a 3 semester.
Okay.
So you will see the half payment of a session during your third semester. But for now, what you are going to see now is a payment, is a bill for a session. Thank you, Tunde.
All right, sir.
Let me take Kainde Koka, you have to raise your hand so that I ask you to move to ask your question. Abel Owoicho, you need to write to us to match your matric number. You should be using the old matric number. But until we have matched it, it will not be on your profile. So we need to get that matched. Don't use the new matric number, please. Let me scroll up to get some. Well, somebody was talking about school fee reduction. I think the school has been so kind enough to do just retain the full-time fees, and they add just some percentage to the part-time. These fees, you must understand, has been enforced for about 20 years. And of course, every one of us, if we will be fair to ourselves, we understand that under the current economy realities, that is not sustainable. Okay? So that is that about school fees. Yes, obligation, Babatunde, obligation fee is paid session, is on sessional basis, okay? You paid obligatory fee last session, you still pay this session as long as you remain a student, okay? But you will realize that the obligatory fee for returning student is far, far, far lower than that of a fresh student. Thank you. There is. There is, yes, for every, yes, yes, there is. Yes, Victor Zebulon, it is not correct to say that MBA is 70% increment. It's 50% actually. Yes. For part-time. And full-time is still the same old fee. Yeah. For tuition, yeah. Please, part-time 22-23 fees on the portal is 225,000 for this session. Is it real, sir? That must have been a mistake. Is it a third session? Which program? Good Jumpio. Which program are we talking about here? Kausara Olabode, you asked why you were allocated another hostel different from what you applied for. We have allocated what is available for you. If you are not happy, you can reject it. Thank you. Yes, Kingsley, you applied for hostel without specified hostel. Yeah, we will allot you available space. Thank you. You apply for a change from full-time to part-time. You are yet to get a response. Bangun, I don't know if that has reached our table. If it has, we would have actioned it. Farouk Jolayemi, graduation. Well, I don't know for 21-22, if your result has come to us, then by now you will graduate in January. You can check with your PG coordinator to confirm if your result has been processed. Uchena, there is no specific format. Just write an email to request for hostel accommodation, and you can attach your course form so that we are sure that you have registered for 23-24. Oh, okay. We will share the academic calendar with you, Abe. Please share Senate approved academic calendar on the Telegram platform right away. Thank you. OA, Oloko Aminat, you have not been able to register for your courses. Please send email to ictspgs@unilag.edu. Aminat, I've already answered your question. You can lower your hand, please. Send email to ictspgs@unilag.edu.ng. Pawun, you can lower your hand as well. I have answered your question. Kujompio, I've answered your question. I've asked which program are you talking about? RRPM 23-24 4 semesters. How do we know what the school fees for the session is for the third semester? It will be there on your portal. Please check your portal. MSc Masscom 21-22. Please engage with your PG coordinator. We took some results recently. If yours was part of them, then you will graduate in January. If not, Then whenever it's processed, as soon as possible, we will ensure that it's done. It will go to Senate for approval. Thank you. Your 21-22 session has ended according to calendar in September 16th or thereabout, on September 30th. So the session has ended long time ago. We are in 23-24. Okay, portal should be worked on. The actual fees for most mass communication MSc returning students cannot be generated. Mr. Salahuddin, please take note and troubleshoot immediately. Well, Victor Zebulon, if 50% increment of MBA is not fair, you may have to write the management to launch that officially, but we think it's fair. These fees have been there for almost 20 years. And of course, if you are going to do MBA in comparable institutions, I think it is fair to acknowledge that we are still the cheapest around. And of course, with the quality we deliver. Thank you, Victor. Ashabio 3, you were bid to pay 2 different fees amounting to about 400K plus. That I didn't understand. You can write us for more clarification on this. And the program and all of that. So it all depends on your program fees, if it's part-time or full-time. Full-time, I think the highest fee for full-time is 100,000 or thereabout, or 90 something. And generally it's 75,000. Yes. Yes, because admission, yes, up to second week in January, hopefully we can still entertain. When we say admission open, if you have accepted your admission, I mean for you to be able to register and all of that. How can you student cannot apply for PhD? Yeah. Tricia Okorafor, that you are doing a part-time does not mean you cannot apply for PhD. But the question here is, which masters are you doing? A professional masters or academic masters? If academic masters, once you make PhD grade or MPhil grade, you can proceed to MPhil or PhD. If it is professional masters, I'm afraid at the moment you cannot proceed to a PhD, but of course you can in Unilag, but of course you can do some other doctoral studies, maybe in business school or entrepreneurial studies. I think they accept some professional masters depending. And of course in engineering, I do know that some programs are likely to come up for professional engineering doctorate, which are professional doctoral studies. Okay, it depends on what you are doing. Thank you. Yes, Doctor of Entrepreneurship, they accept that. Chioma Osun, the 30K cash to be paid at your department, can I say it is illegal? But I do know that there may be some departmental charges that you are supposed to pay, but I'm not sure it should be up to 30,000. And the dean is already looking to such a high, if I may say, high charges. Okay, so you may hold on. Okay, you can send an email concerning the department, which department we are looking at here to us, so that we can take. Kehinde Koka, where did you apply for this hostel? Is it online? You said you applied since 29th. If you apply since 29th and it's a true hard paper, you submitted to PG school, by now you check your portal, you would have been allotted a space if you have registered. But I do know, like I mentioned earlier, that some people, they have not registered and they apply for accommodation. I'm afraid I don't have the power to give you accommodation without being a registered student. How do I know when my profile is linked with my old matric number? Abel, please write to us, and that will be treated with dispatch, so that you will know when you're now logging back to your portal, an email will be sent to you. And when you're now logging back to your portal, you will see that is the old matric number that you can use. The new matric number will be deactivated. Thirdly, MSc 2021, you are here to see your year one result. All of this we are addressing. MSc must come, but I'll follow up with your coordinator. But again, like I said earlier, some results came in which we took even yesterday at the emergency board, and they will be going to send it by next week, hopefully. So you may likely still graduate. Ogayemi, are you a female? If your name has changed and you have evidence of a change of name and all of that, it will not affect your old matric. Your matric is your unique identity as far as UNILAG is concerned. Well, part-time courses, I don't know if they are for weekends or they do it evening in accounting. Please liaise with your PG coordinator to confirm that. Yes, you are not to use the new matric number. If you are an old student, if you have an old matric number with UNILAG, don't use the new matric number, right? So that you can retain your old matric number. And at least for now, we are doing it free. We no longer charge the usual old charges for that service. You can apply for accommodation online, through email, or you can write a hard copy if you prefer to write a hard copy. But make sure that you attach your course form for 23-24. Yeah, the Telegram link, which you resend it here. Please share share the link to join the Telegram both on Zoom and YouTube. The link to join the Telegram, kindly share it on Zoom and on Telegram. Olukde Kodri, you want a 2-man room? Okay, you can engage. You can send me a mail later if you want a 2-man room instead of the 4-man room. Okay. Yes, Adebanjo Bolaji, thank you for your kind words. You can be rest assured that we will engage you frequently, as my dean has already mentioned. We would engage you frequently indeed. Educational Psychology 21-22 result. Abby, note that for me to follow up with the PG coordinator. Thank you. Yes, like I said, public health and the MBA, they were one with about 50% increase in their fees and law. So if you are doing public health, you are doing MBA and law, yes, the 288,000 is the 50% increment that we said. Yeah, Babajide Roland, you said you applied to the ICT room to have your matric assigned 10 days ago. No, that cannot be true. ICT doesn't keep me 10 days before they apply to them. They are very responsive. Mr. Salaudin, note Babajide Roland and get me why that has been. Babajide Roland. But Babajide Roland, I apologize for the delay, but I can vouch for ICT. They don't keep mail for that long. Maximum within 48 hours, they treat the mail, despite the volume. Tricia Korafo, I've attended to your question. Okay. Okay, the 30K is economics department. Okay, we are going to look at that. Chioma Osund. We are going to investigate that. Certainly, you can hold on. That 30,000 is too much. I want to change MSc Finance part-time program to MBA Finance. Where you can write to apply for this. If you meet their requirement, you pay 5,000 naira change of program fees to achieve that. You write through the coordinator so that they can confirm that they are willing to have you. You can write through the coordinators. Coca, I've asked if you apply for accommodation through email or through hard copy. Please ensure that you have registered and your cost form is attached. Uche David, how can I secure my MA 23-24 admission while waiting for my transcript to be sent? Have you been given admission already? If yes, then you can write an undertaking to the dean so that the dean can review your case and give you a permission to continue before the transcript is sent. Or if you have your certificate, you can present your certificate. I think we need to go now. I apologize those that we cannot, those of you raising hands. Should we open the Telegram for them to put their comment? But I'm afraid of abuse. Okay, gentlemen, can we agree that we should open the Telegram for you to pass your comment, and it will be strictly SPGS issues and as it affects you? There is no any kind of banter or any kind of other sharing apart from matters as it's related to SPGS. And if you abuse it at any point in time, we will lock it again. Okay? Because we need to close this meeting now. We will open up the Telegram so that we can engage. We will respond to your issues as soon as possible, but be rest assured that we'll be responsive enough. One more time, feel free to engage with us through the email that we have shared. You have my email and you have that of the dean. And if there are case specific, ICT related, you want to maintain your old matric number, you're having difficulty in registering and all of that, feel free to send your mail to ictspgs@unilag.edu.ng. My email, subdean@unilag.edu.ng, and that of the dean, dean.spgs@unilag.edu.ng. It's been an eventful 2 hours, and we thank you for your patience, and we thank you for the time we have spent together. Back to my dean for closing.
Yeah, please help me appreciate the sub-dean, Dr. Himowu Adegboye Gabulu. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of a what I consider very exciting section. And like I said earlier, it's not going to be one-off thing. It's going to be continuous, periodic, intentional, and deliberate. So, however, I thank you for coming, and I wish you all the very best. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a very wonderful holiday and compliments of the season. And looking forward to seeing you at the School of Postgraduate Studies physically. And you have embarked safe and sound very well, and you shall disembark very well. I also, before my final note, I also see this opportunity to thank everyone that has been members of this, that has played significant role in this. I thank the CITS team. I
thank Mr. Salaudin, our ICT guru, and Mr. Habib. And of course, I thank every member of the SPG Health School. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and God bless you all. Bye for now. Thank you.